In the rain-drenched streets of Portland, where survival often eclipsed kindness, a homeless waitress risked everything to feed a hungry child, only to lose her job in a heartbeat. Lila Hayes, scraping by with nothing but grit, had no idea her act of compassion was witnessed by the new CEO of a powerful company. As her world crumbled, a stranger's gaze set in motion a chain of events that would transform her life, proving that a single act of heart can shine brighter than any storm. Portland's Pearl District buzzed with the hum of coffee shops and artisanal boutiques under a gray drizzle on July 29, 2025. Lila Hayes, 25, hurried to her shift at the Rusty Spoon, a cozy diner known for its hearty breakfasts. Her faded blue apron was stained, her dark hair pulled into a messy bun, but her green eyes held a quiet resilience. Homeless since her parents' eviction 2 years prior, Lila slept in a shelter and kept her belongings in a battered backpack. Her dreams of becoming a teacher buried under the weight of survival. Inside the diner, the lunch rush was fading, the air thick with the scent of coffee and bacon. Lila served tables with a warm smile, pocketing meager tips. At table 12, a boy, Timmy, 8, sat with his mother, Sarah, who counted coins nervously. "Just water," Sarah murmured, her face strained. Timmy's wide eyes lingered on a plate of pancakes at the next table, his stomach audibly growling. Lila's heart twisted. She'd gone hungry too many times to ignore the boy's need. Slipping into the kitchen, she used her employee discount to order a small plate of pancakes, paying with her own tips. She set it before Timmy with a wink. "On the house," she whispered. Timmy's face lit up, and Sarah's eyes filled with tears. "Thank you," she said, her voice breaking. Unbeknownst to Lila, a man in a corner booth watched. Daniel Voss, 40, the new CEO of Horizon Enterprises, a Portland-based tech and philanthropy firm, sat in a plain sweater, blending in. He was scouting local businesses for community partnerships, but Lila's quiet act caught his attention. His sharp gray eyes followed her, noting her care despite her worn appearance. The diner's manager, Greg, 45, stormed over as Lila cleared another table. "You gave away food again," he barked, his face red. "That's stealing, Lila." Lila tried to explain. "I paid for it, Greg." The kid was hungry, but Greg, under pressure to cut costs, wasn't listening. "You're done," he snapped. "Pack your stuff and go." Lila's chest tightened, but she held her head high, grabbing her backpack and leaving without a word. The diner's bell jingling behind her. Outside, the rain soaked her thin jacket. Lila trudged to the shelter, her mind reeling. Losing her job meant no tips, no stability. She sat on a park bench, her breath visible in the cold, and pulled out a worn notebook where she jotted lesson plans for her dream classroom. "One day," she whispered, but the words felt hollow. Meanwhile, Daniel couldn't shake what he'd seen. Lila's selflessness stood out in a city where apathy was common. He made a call to his assistant, Maya, 32. "Find out about a waitress at the Rusty Spoon. Name's Lila. She was just fired." Maya, efficient and curious, promised to dig. The next day, Lila returned to the diner to pick up her last paycheck, her pride stinging. Greg handed it over with a grunt. "Don't come back." As she left, a woman approached Sarah, Timmy's mother. "You're the one who fed my son," she said, pressing a crumpled $5 bill into Lila's hand. "It's not much, but thank you." Lila smiled, her heart warming despite her own troubles. "Keep it for Timmy," she said, handing it back. Daniel's investigation revealed Lila's story through shelter records and a quiet chat with Sarah, who'd returned to the diner. Lila was homeless, studying part-time at a community college, and known for small acts of kindness despite her struggles. Daniel, a self-made man who'd risen from poverty, felt a connection. Her compassion reminded him of his late sister, who'd helped others even when she had little. Determined to meet Lila, Daniel visited the shelter, but she was out, distributing blankets she'd collected from a thrift store. He left a note with the shelter manager. "Lila, meet me at Powell's Books, 4 p.m. tomorrow. I saw what you did. DV. Lila, finding the note later, frowned, wary of scams but intrigued. Powell's was her haven, its shelves of books, a refuge from her reality. She decided to go, her curiosity outweighing her caution. At Powell's, the scent of paper and coffee filled the air. Lila, in her worn jacket, spotted Daniel in a quiet corner, his sweater unassuming, but his presence commanding. "You're DV?" she asked, her voice guarded. Daniel nodded, offering a warm smile. "I'm Daniel Voss, CEO of Horizon Enterprises. I saw you help that boy at the diner. Why'd you do it, knowing the risk?" Lila shrugged, her green eyes steady. "He was hungry. I know what that's like." Daniel's respect deepened. He explained his company's mission to support underserved communities and offered Lila a job at their education outreach program, teaching kids at a community center. "You've got heart," he said. "We need that." Lila hesitated, pride and doubt clashing. "I'm nobody," she said. "Why me?" Daniel leaned forward. "Because you're somebody who cares." Lila accepted the job, starting at the Horizon Community Center, a bright space filled with kids' laughter and art projects. She taught reading and math, her natural warmth drawing smiles from shy students. But challenges arose. A coworker, Jenna, 28, resented Leela's sudden rise, whispering about her homelessness. "She's just the CEO's pet," Jenna sneered to others. Lila overheard, her confidence shaken, but she focused on the kids, especially a quiet girl, Mia, who reminded her of herself. Daniel visited often, his interest in Lila growing beyond professional admiration. Over coffee breaks, they talked Lila about her dream to teach, Daniel about his journey from a rough childhood to corporate success. Their bond deepened, but Lila kept her distance, wary of his wealth and her past. "You're out of my league," she told him once, half joking. Daniel's gray eyes softened. "Leagues don't exist when it's real," he said, his voice earnest. Trouble resurfaced when Greg, the diner manager, spread rumors about Leela's firing. Hoping to sabotage her new role, the gossip reached the center's director, who questioned Leela's reliability. Leela, devastated, confronted Daniel. "I can't escape my past," she said, tears falling. Daniel took her hand. "Your past doesn't define you. Your heart does." He addressed the rumors, ensuring Lila's position was secure, and fired Greg from a Horizon-funded diner partnership for his pettiness. Months later, Lila thrived. Her teaching inspired the kids, and she enrolled full-time in college. Funded by a Horizon scholarship, Daniel quietly arranged. Their relationship blossomed, built on mutual respect. One evening, at a community center fundraiser under twinkling lights, Daniel pulled Leela aside. "You changed me," he said, his voice raw. "I was all numbers and deals until you showed me what matters." Lila smiled, her green eyes shining. "You gave me a chance to be more," she replied. They kissed, the city's hum fading around them. Lila's story spread on X with #PortlandHero trending as people shared her journey. The community center expanded, Leela at its heart, teaching kids like Mia to dream big. Daniel, inspired, doubled Horizon's outreach, proving wealth could serve compassion. In Portland's rain-soaked embrace, Lila Hayes, once a homeless waitress, found a homeless waitress, found a home not just in a job, but in love and purpose, showing that kindness to a stranger can rewrite a life.